Here we go. What's a mess? What the hell is that all about? Interesting. Okay, that's fine. Hello. I'm doing that. Okay. Oh my goodness. The animals are on this. So last week we had a long chatty time, talking all kinds of interesting things from that. By the way, some of you really enjoyed it, and I was happy. Oops, that was lovely. Okay, let's not do that. Okay. Hello, Dana. How are you? YouTube. So, anything you want to talk about before we get going? It's already late. I don't want to keep everybody up, and God knows it was a very long, busy day at the shop. Lots of my quick little readings, and always usually end with at least one private. Some more in the mornings this week, so it's been wild. You know, one thing, there's some things that the tarot cards can really not answer. Not well, anyways. I mean, I've reading time. And what should I do when I grow up is a big question this time of year, during the summer, during spring breaks, around the holidays when the college kids come in. A lot of questions. I don't read anyone under 16, but I do get those juniors and seniors in high school, and I tell you, it's always the same thing, like just no idea what to study, what direction to take, and it isn't fair asking someone who's still a teenager to pick what they will do for the rest of their life. It's a ridiculous thing. So one place you can get some answers is your natal chart. Okay, your natal chart, where things landed when you were born. I have done a lot of charts. I don't do them anymore. I don't have time. I spend hours on them, and there's people out there doing them quicker, faster, and cheaper, so they can have that business. It's not fair. Not fair to anyone, me either, you know. And but your natal chart, in my years of doing them, and so many years of looking at charts, the happiest people in their career that I can are people who are living into their 10th house of professional success, and so their second house of money earned, and their 6th house of everyday life. When those jive up correctly, but especially that 10th house, which usually isn't something we really fully immerse ourselves in until after we're 35 years old, those are the happiest people in terms of their career. And it's interesting, people who, it happens for every generation. My generation, people were pushed into teaching. You know, teach, have your summers off, be with your kids, same holidays, get the same school system, always have job security. And now it's nursing, you know, nursing, something medical, PA, whatever. Again, a lot of people being pushed into nursing. And if I've learned one thing, it's that nurses and teachers are born, not made. The happiest teachers I know were playing teacher with school, and they're stuffed animals when they were little. They all knew, every teacher I know who was delightedly happy with their career choice they knew by the time they were like in 2nd or 3rd grade, I want to be a teacher. They were announcing it, they were playing teacher, they were always aligned with the school teacher, wherever they were. They wanted to clean the blackboards and help with papers. And I mean, it just always was. And the same thing with nurses. The nurses I know who are happy nurses, regardless of how the education system really does suck, and how the nursing and the medical system really does suck, people that wanted to help people in this way, the nurses I know, they always wanted to be nurses, and they're still happy being nurses. They still like what they do. They don't like the environment they're doing it in. There's a really important difference there. But being forced to do something whose parents will only pay for nursing school, only pay for teaching, what a mistake. And let me tell you, 45, 55, 20 years of doing something you don't want to do, it's awful. It's an awful thing. I know certain cultures, I will, hey, Anna Maria, I just sent someone your way because they were admiring the besom over my door. And I sent them your way to maybe have you make one for them. So you get a phone call or a text. I don't text, not to call. That'll be from me. Yep, there you go, Mary. Mary's agreeing. So, I'm looking here. They're all teachers. Yeah, for the pension, the summer's off. Well, I mean, hopefully you're teaching because you love what you do every day, not because you're looking at the perks of retirement and the vacation schedule. But I mean, I love what I do, and I work a 16-hour vacation in roughly 10 years. So I can tell you honestly, can't talk too loud though. Last time I was really saying, I really could use some time off. I need some time off. I landed in the hospital for 3 days or 2 days having a heart issue. So we're not going to do that. Okay, I'm good. I'll just work. You let me know. Okay, we're good. And you know that is not what I meant when I said I wanted some time off to sleep and relax. I did not mean it that way. So yeah, that's fun. Oh my goodness. Hold on. All these comments I can't read with my glasses on. Yeah, there's a lot of teachers who are just miserable right now. Ooh, Trumbull school system. I've heard so much about the Trumbull school system. Oh God. So actually a lot of unhappy people living in Trumbull too. It's interesting. Oh God. Okay. I believe I've got mustard seeds. I think I have mustard seeds. Cascada sagrada. I have cascarilla. I have but I don't think we're talking about the same thing at all. I have cascarilla the eggshells. I don't have cascada. You asked for a break and got a broken foot. Yeah, no breaks. We're good. Ow, that would sting. That would sting. There is a lovely structure to teaching. I know one thing you must love, and because I've loved it in 15 years of owning my shop and building community. I mean, 15 years ago, I'm looking at kids that were in elementary school, maybe. He just turned 18, my youngest. But watching the kids go through school, through college, careers, get married, having babies. I mean, I'm part of that. I'm part of that cycle, and it's been fabulous. It's just been wonderful watching them go buying homes, and oh my God, it's wonderful. Oh Jesus. That's a lot of teaching in the family. Okay, you didn't hear me. I have cascarilla. I think I've got mustard seeds. I think I do. And I don't have the cascada that you're looking for. I've got, like I say, yeah, cascada sagrada. Cascada, Spanish is not good. Sagrada. I don't have that. I have cascarilla. Okay. So was there anything anybody want to talk about? I heard so many nice comments about the witchcraft, the magic, the cow tongue, a lot of questions about the beef tongues. That I'm just wondering if anyone has any questions or follow-up stuff or anything you want to know about or talk more about. I had the best subject to talk about at the beginning of the week. I'm like, oh my God, I'll open with that. I won't forget because it's so interesting. And I forgot. Yesterday, I'm like, what was I going to open with? And I'm totally just gone out of my fluffy pea brain. No idea what I was going to talk about. A music teacher. All right. I'm reading Dana's. The weather and the energy feels off. There is nothing good about this. A lot of animals leaving this earth. A lot of people still checking out, and it's really awful. The readings have been difficult and convoluted. But getting back to career though, let's finish that. It wasn't what I really wanted to open with, but let me at least talk about it. So your natal chart. So 2 places I would recommend on the natal chart. One is, of course, Alethea, who writes in my newsletter every month. She writes the astrology piece at the end of the newsletter. She does natal charts. You go on her website, which is right there at the bottom of the article. You can click on her website. She does natal charts, and she's old school, all by hand. So it is more expensive, but you get a lot for your money. You really do. You want to go old school, true astrology in that way, wonderful. Now, my friend Elsa of elsa.com, they are computer generated, but her program is amazing. It's a good program. These are good charts. So if you want to go another direction, you would, they're very easy to understand. The way she writes them up, they're very easy to understand. You can go that direction. Her charts are like $12 or $13 a piece. But if you were going to schedule time to meet with her and go over it, that of course is going to be like a private reading. Her prices are still very fair, very reasonable. Don't think for a second they're not. So those are my two go-tos for astrology. I have both sat with Alethea and I've sat with Elsa for matters that were very critical to me, very important to me. Alethea helped me greatly with my daughter when my daughter was very good in sharing some of the really not happy Facebook memories, but because those were tough times 8 years ago. My kid was so sick, and I was beginning to wonder if she would never get better. It was 3 long years, chronic stomach issues. You don't know how bad things are till your kid is crying all night and just begging you to please get her better. Why can't you do magic? Why isn't there something? Why can't somebody do something? Why can't? And I brought her everywhere, to every professional and every spiritualist and every modality, and I'm it just took forever. Even now, she still gets sick very easily, but it's rough. This was rough. And that really changed my perspective on a lot of things. My sense of urgency about things, my stress level. There's not much stressing about. You got a kid who's just dropping weight, literally a pound a day, throwing up. At one point, she was shitting, pissing, and puking blood. Sorry for that, but she was going to the ER. Thank God for a pediatrician. She was a treasure. It was a bad time. I was going through a divorce at the time. There was a lot going on. It was awful, awful, awful. So, yeah. So now when people talk about, you don't stress very much, I really don't. Because honestly, if somebody's sick or dying, then there's nothing really to stress about. You can fix anything but that. Okay? You can't fix that. It doesn't matter how much money you have either. My mother, who was on state health care, died of the same cancer and the same misdiagnosed cancer as Jackie Onassis, one of the richest women of the world. They died of cancer of the head and neck, misdiagnosed as flu and swollen glands. Being treated for swollen glands until the cancer had already gone through the lymph glands, lymph nodes. That's what was so swollen. And by then it was too late, but they died of the same cancer. So, I tend to just be most things are lackadaisical. No, I haven't heard of Frank Jacob. Okay. Oh, Paul, stop by for a visit, honey. Oh, my goodness. Barbara. Comments here. So you don't know how strong you are until you've got to be strong. Until you've got to be strong for a kid. And you got to take on a medical industry that wants to medicate her and medicate her into oblivion because it's got to be depression. And I'm like, it's not depression. She's playing soccer. She's in her sport. She's sad, but she's not depressed. She's was eating and baking right up until this thing hit like a fist of God out of nowhere. And it really was. It was a very fast, gradual, So, and I don't want to even. I logged it all in through Facebook. I'm looking at it again. We're reliving those days and just don't know what's wrong with my kid. And then I just was this every day. What the hell is wrong with my kid? So, if you're into soccer, one thing I was following was, oh my God, who am I talking about? soccer player, not from Brazil, not from Portugal, the one from Leo. Leo? What's his name? Leo, right? But he gets sick before he plays soccer, and so I thought maybe it was that. They thought it was something in the chemicals of the turf. Yeah, no, it was bad. They wanted to put her in a psych med hospital at one point, and I had to deal with that, and then DCF got involved because, of course, the fact that I wouldn't put her in a psych med hospital was highly suspicious. I'm like, she doesn't need to be oh God, Facebook is trying to reconnect. Well, I can still talk to you. YouTube. Let me see what's going on. We'll get Facebook back in a minute. Yeah, shadows. You're not kidding, Anna Maria. A lot of people walking through. People and animals. A lot of activity. Okay, we're back. YouTube's back. All right. Well, anyway, so we're talking about the shadows. Anna Maria over on YouTube mentioned, and I was saying, yes, a lot of animals and people in spirit passing through. The shop's been crazy for that. I'm sitting in my room and, oh, give me a break. I'm sorry, YouTube just went down again. I do readings, usually not on this stream, no. This is just, I'm going to do the Tarotscopes. I don't do them here. If you send me your email address to lenhard@comcast.net, I can send you my newsletter, and everything is right there, from the private readings to everything that I do. But no, I don't do personal readings here. I'm going to send you my LEN. Oh, come on, Laura. Okay, hang on. LEN. Fun. Okay, that's my email address. Send me an email and just put newsletter in the subject line. I'll get you a newsletter. That's for anybody that wants to get it. Yeah, I know it's freezing. No one's home. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, so now Facebook's going to be like YouTube last week. All right, as soon as we get back, I'm going to start the readings because this is going to be silly. And once YouTube goes down, apparently it hasn't come back up. So that's been a pain. China has had to pull up off of YouTube and put on Facebook. All right, I'm going to start reading. There was somebody asking about return to sender, I think. Not one of my spells, not one of the things I tend to get into so much. Okay, I can't see where that was. I'll check that out, Amanda. All right. Yeah, YouTube's actually holding up tonight. And there's no one here, so there's no one using the internet. There's no one. China usually tries to stay off it downstairs, so we have no one interfering. I pay a fortune for internet service for this building, so I'm not really thrilled. Anyways, I'm shuffling cards. Let's do Tarotscopes, and we can talk afterwards if we're not all too tired and if we still have connections, okay? I do Tarotscopes. I read for the 12 zodiac signs. Obviously, not every sign is going to ring true. Not every Leo is having work issues. Not every Virgo is having relationship issues. That's obvious. However, what I do find in my readings is that very often the people you're most concerned about, whether it's your kids or your brothers or sisters or parents, are going through issues that show up in your reading. So the only thing I would say is ask yourself if this reading might be for someone you care about, might have something to do with something like that. I don't want to make this a one size fits all. That's ridiculous. It's impossible. But yeah. And really quickly, back to the natal charts. So if you go on elsaelsa.com, go on her store. First of all, sign up for her daily newsletter. It's wonderful. Her newsletter is a wonderful thing. And she's on Facebook. Elsa, you'll see it. going on her site, elsaelsa.com, go to her store. It's natal charts. And you need your birth time, birthplace, and birth date. And she gets it usually out to you by before like the day is out. It's very rare that it's not very quick. And yes, we're going to start with Pisces this week. I'm going to go back around so our later signs can be done and maybe sign off and get some sleep. One thing people questioned about the cow tongue, which I'm not sure if I covered or not because I didn't listen to myself, but they asked about what to do with it, to how to dispose of it once you're done. I like to bury things off my property, usually 3 to 5 miles in the woods. You can do that, which negates the energy. You're not doing any harm to the trees or nature, provided it's not something toxic that's going to poison. The cow tongue will not. It'll just decompose. Plant it deep and put some rocks on top of it. Or you can throw it in a moving body of water, like a larger stream. Usually when you do that, you throw it over your left shoulder and you don't look back. So you stand there, back to the water, pitch it over your shoulder into the water, let the water carry away, and you don't look back. All right? So 2 ways to dispose of things. Your glass candle holders, you do a 7-day, you can throw those in the garbage. Okay, you don't have to bury your glass candle holders, but if there's wax in the bottom that you're looking at or that falls out, so then bury that in the ground. Okay? Righty? Your drippings, that you want to treat as a magical remnant versus, and I'll tell you, if you did a love candle and you've got remnants, take that red wax or that pink wax and put it in your mojo bag with some stones. Make that part of the bag. Okay. Rest if you can save and reuse. Oh, now YouTube is unstable. That's great. Oh, come on. Okay, I hope YouTube, looks like YouTube's back. All right, I'm done shuffling. We're going to start with Pisces. So for anyone new, and I do read to teach because I love to teach tarot, 6-card spread tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First card, top of the pyramid, is the situation. The next 2 cards are what's directly impacting the situation, and those last 3 cards are the outcome. These are short-term reading. This isn't going out, years and years or months and months. What's going on right now, and something will be resolved relatively quickly. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'll just one more quick thing we'll forget. Someone came in with a tanzanite today that they used for some heavy healing. And they said the stone just felt dead, like they killed the stone. They didn't. It's not a battery. They didn't kill the stone. The stone was worn out and depleted. And she said, how would you recharge the stone? And I said, honestly, do you have houseplants? She goes, oh my God. I kind of felt like she did have that energy. She goes, I have huge houseplants, big pots all over the house, flourishing. It's like a jungle. I said, excellent. Pick a nice, big, healthy one. Take that crystal, point down, just bury it. Bury it. Leave the bottom where you'll see it so you can pull it out. Leave it there for a full month. Moon cycle to moon cycle. Full moon to full moon. Okay? We got a new moon coming up, and at the end, if you want to take it out the night of the full moon and then put it under the moon as well, but it'll be fully charged. The energy that'll get negated again in the earth. It's not going to be hurt or harmful to the plants. So if you work with your stones, if you lay them on other people, if you're doing gridding, if you're doing heavy duty healing with your stones, then they need usually more than just a quick rinse. All right. When you get your new stones, most, not all, can just go under a running bit of water in the faucet. Excuse me, I'll clear them right off. Okay, my store, especially my store, I keep my store pretty clear. The stones are near the sun, they're in the light. I sage, I smudge the store. I tend to keep it nice and bright and happy, and the stones leave happy. So I wouldn't worry too much about anything negative attached to stones you're buying from me. So stones you should run underwater, of course, pyrite, calcopyrite. They're going to tarnish. They're going to oxidize. Actually, they oxidize and they lose their nice shine. It's not a fake shine. It's actually very real, and the polishing enhances it. But pyrite comes out in cube form, so got to go get more pyrite cubes. I usually have a bunch in there. They're really cool to look at and have. All right, so I thought I would quickly say that. No problem. Oh my God, yes. And Miss Shaw, yes. Okay, guys, let's start with Pisces, okay? Pisces. If for some reason, YouTube decides to be a dick, just hop over here on Facebook, okay? And hopefully Facebook's gonna stay in good shape. All right, so for Pisces, we start off with the Sun reverse. Ugh. The Nine of Wands reversed. The Five of Wands. The Knight of Cups reversed. The Judgment card and the Ace of Cups. So the way I would read these cards is the Sun reverse is a failure of some sort, something not moving forward. And I want to put it on work because I'm looking at wand cards, right? Nine of Wands reversed, not knowing how to go to the next level, not sure you have what it takes to go to the next level. And the Five of Wands, which is the same argument over and over and over again. Again, I'm going to put this on work. And I also think part of it is that there's something that you're just not loving anymore. Something you're just not loving what you do, or there's some aspect of the job you don't love anymore. Time for a change. And I'm going to say the change is coming. I'm looking at Judgment, which is often signing contracts, making changes happen, and the Ace of Cups. And so that literally going from something you don't love to do to something you do love to do. Now, it could be as simple as me, who really got sick of cleaning her store. Now, I've lost my cleaning person, not for any bad reason. I just have for the moment, personal reasons for her. But I made a decision. I'm hiring someone to clean the damn store. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not enjoying it, and I'm dreading having to put the time in to clean the store. It's not good for the store. It's the thing. So it could be as simple as something like that. Tired of the same thing over and over again, and to the point that it's ruining everything. Okay. And I'm looking at a change, and you flip it, Pisces. All right. Aquarius. Oh, we're going to be on a theme. Remember last week it was a theme. Oh, looks like it's more of a theme. All right, let's hope not. Five of Coins. It's not a great money card. That's actually the worst money card. Three of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Ace of Wands, the Tower reversed, and the Magician reversed. Okay, I always talk about the fact that when the signs are conjunct, and that is astrology talk for next to each other, conjunct. All right. There's similarities in the reading. So in this case, but the energy is different because we're talking about Aquarius, not Pisces, right? Aquarius handles things very different than Pisces does. All right. So looking at Aquarius, and it's a financial stuff. All right. There's heartbreak. There's sadness. There's financial things are not going well. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Wheel of Fortune is an easy card. Bad luck, good luck. Upright, it's good luck. Reverse, bad luck. You can always remember the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So what do I see? I see Ace of Wands. That's partnership, something that Aquarius does very well. Aquarius partners well. They rule the 11th house of humanitarian efforts, work by committee, and friendships. Okay. Ace of Wands. The Tower reversed, the Magician reversed. You know what? Where Pisces was sick of the same argument over and over again, looks like Aquarius is getting sick of being asked or told to do something they really aren't good at, and they don't really want to do. The Master reverse, it's not their strong suit. Reminds me when I worked in an office, I can run any software program you name, but I don't know how hardware works. Don't ask me to load it up, don't ask me to fix it. I have no idea how the computer, elves running on magic wheels is a perfectly acceptable answer. That's how it could be working, okay? Don't do hardware. Software, I'm fine with. So, and I'm not good at it, and I just at one point told my boss, stop asking me to do this. This is just not something I'm ever going to be good at. It's just not going to be for me. So in this case, this is Aquarius, Tower reverse, dropping a bomb, saying, guess what? I'm not doing this anymore, okay? Possibly Aquarius is looking at partnering with somebody else and making a dramatically, like, someone called, they need me on their team, someone called, they've got a job for me. Guess what? I'm out of here. I'm going. You're not paying me enough. It's not going well. I don't see a future here. You got me doing things I don't like doing. I'm out. Okay, I'm going to throw one more card for clarity. Yep, Ten of Wands reversed. The straw that broke the camel's back. Yes, indeed, Aquarius. Aquarius temper and Pisces temper, very different. Two signs that get angry very differently. Pisces is slow burn. Water, slow boil, right? And we simmer for a long time. And we usually go on simmering. And then one day somebody just looks at us funny or says, and it's on. It's on. Where Aquarius, being an air sign, logic, blows up. Uranium is their metal. I mean, it's pretty powerful. Blows up, clears the air, and they want to be on, and they're done with it. They're ready to move forward. Where Pisces, after the blow up, after all the anger, now they're still going to carry that. Okay, Pisces, Scorpio, and yeah, Cancer, we carry grudges. We can carry a grudge. We don't forgive. We don't forget. It's not good. This is lifetimes now. Okay. All right. Hey Deb, how are you? Hey Dee. All right. So Capricorn. Not loving any of these cards, by the way. I can't believe last week I wasn't thrilled either. All right, Capricorn, Queen of Swords reversed. All right, Six of Swords reversed. Five of Swords. The Hierophant reversed. The Devil and the Moon reversed. Every psychotic card in the deck is pulled by Capricorn. Queen of Swords reversed is usually a difficult, vindictive, malicious female. Some people, I'm not one of them, call Queen of Swords the bitch card. I don't like the word bitch. A bitch is a female dog, and women are not dogs. However, for many people, the Queen of Swords, that is what they call it card. Queen of Swords is actually is a tell you the truth, whether you like it or not card. When she's upright, she's just the truth, the whole bald truth. If you didn't want to know that, you shouldn't ask me. All right? Think of the character on Golden Girls there. B. Author's character, you know, that delivery. That's Queen of Swords. But in this case, the Queen of Swords is reversed. So now it's a manipulative, it's a vindictive female. All right, she's not being mean for the sake of honesty. She's being mean because she's just mean. All right. Six of Swords reversed. Can't get away from her right now. Five of Swords is usually getting professional help, whether it's a lawyer or HR, something to help you deal with this. Restraining order, police, I don't know. Okay. Hey, Greta. I am. I'm glistening here. It's warm. Okay, the Hierophant reversed is usually divorce or the ending or unconventional behavior. The Devil is a toxic person, place, or thing. And the Moon reversed is often mental health issues being revealed. Certainly things that were hidden being revealed. So put it all together. What do you got? Got a very difficult female. You got a situation you probably can't handle on your own. You probably need to get in some help, however is applicable. If it's someone in your home that you need a restraining order, if it's someone at work, you need HR. And I want to say in this case, this is someone who's going to reveal themselves. So if it's somebody at work, and for somehow they've been getting a pass on their bad behavior, and I can tell you, because I read a lot of you got people in your lives that are getting a pass, and those passes are getting called in. And I'm seeing it, and I've been saying like everything. No, she never gets caught. No, she always comes out smelling the rose. Oh, she always wins. Nuh-uh, nobody always wins, honey. Everyone pays their dues. Everyone sits down to a meal of their just desserts. It happens to everybody. And in this case, this person's going to be figured out. Okay, so please stop fretting. Capricorn can sometimes take on the problems of others, being an earth sign, especially in the workplace, but just in general, they just want to fix it. Just fix it. And sometimes, guys, I gotta tell you, you can't fix it. You come in, you're like, oh, I wanna do a spell. That's their life lesson, not yours. Now, if your kid is being abused, if someone you know is, that's what I'm talking about. but it's someone you care about, but they keep going back to that person. They keep allowing bad behavior. Guys, you got to let them figure it out, even if it's your kid and it breaks your heart, okay? They have to, this is their life lesson. And here's the deal, if you shorten it for them, you're protecting them or you're fixing them, guess what they're going to do? They're going to know that and find someone just as bad or worse because they didn't learn the lesson yet. So let them learn the lesson. Tell them, look, I'm here for you when you're ready to leave or you're ready, you need help. I'm here, call me, when you're ready for help. And I can tell you, having worked for the state, just to tell you, if you've got someone who is really abusive and there's children involved and there's a bad situation, you can call Umbrella Agency in Ansonia and anytime, day or night, and they're going to ask you a question. They're going to say, are you ready to leave now? The answer has to be yes. And that has to be preceded by, I am in fear for my life and my children's lives. I can promise you, they all have apartments set aside for these situations. There's a place for you to go, but not if you don't say, yes, I'm ready. If you say, oh, no, is there anything else? Or, ooh, no. You call us back when you're ready to leave. Click. They're not going to waste their time. Have a bug out bag if it's really bad. Be ready to go. And when they leave the house or when you've got a moment, and make sure that it's documented, make sure that there's people who are going to back you up. Because if you're just leaving a bad situation, because you want to leave a bad situation and there's no abuse, you remove your children from a situation like that, you can lose custody. So make sure there are people who are going to quantify, right, what's going on. Hopefully you've called the cops. Hopefully there's police reports. Hopefully the neighbors are going to say something. Make sure there's a paper trail. Because if you leave just to leave, you can lose custody of your kids. Courts don't fuck around anymore, guys. All right? I just want to say that. So Capricorn, as much as you want to fix things, I just lectured a very dear Capricorn friend of mine. I just lectured her because you can't fix their problems as much as you want to. All right, let's go on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you guys have been getting hit kind of hard lately, I got to tell you. My daughter's a Sag. A lot of you are getting hit at work. A lot of you getting hit in the pocketbook. Hang on, I gotta, the bottom line. It's been rough. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Well, we start off with the Two of Wands. I love that card. The Death card, of course. The Three of Wands reversed. The Eight of Swords reversed. The Five of Cups. And the Page of Wands. All right. Great. Well, I love the Two of Wands because the Two of Wands is that opportunity that kind of lands in your lap. It's that phone call you get, hey, you looking? We're hiring. Or, just, it's not usually a relationship card because it's wands and that's usually creative energy. It's usually collaboration in the creative or work sense of the word. It can be a relationship card. I like it because it's coming in as I'm looking at death, which is endings. In this case, literally endings. It's not the death card. And yes, sometimes the death card is, I'm really sick of hearing that. Oh, the death card is never really death. Yes, it fucking is. People die. Yes, it can be death. Just not in this reading right now, okay? Trust me. You get the death card laying next to the Tower. You get the death card laying next to the Three of Swords. And yeah, that's absolutely, it's like car accident and heart attack. But in this case, it's an ending that's finite. That's actually an ending. Three of Wands reversed. Eight of Swords reversed. The end of anxiety. I like that. The Five of Cups, crying over spilt milk, and I see the Page of Wands. So I would look at this in a few different ways. One is, it could be someone leaving school, Three of Wands reversed, which can be an education card. Oh my God, I'm looking at my daughter messaging me right now. I hate this place. I hate my life. I'm over this shit. So over it. That's Pisces, by the way, my Pisces daughter. What did I say about Pisces earlier? Yeah, that was a message just popped up. Okay, back to you, Sag. Sorry. Death card and the Three of Wands reversed. So what this could be is someone who's dropping out of school and going to work. Hey, that's one thing I'm looking at. Like, you know what? All right, you don't go to school. That's fine. You got to work. You know, everyone's got to earn a living. God knows my kids grew up hearing that. No one lives for free. How else would I look at this? Page of Wands is new career opportunities. Two of Wands is partnership in creativity or partnership in new opportunities. Out with the old, in with the new is the short term on this one, honestly. But the ending of anxiety, because I'm looking at pages here, that's usually young people, but I'm saying Page of Wands is usually a young person who's either athletic or creative, but it's again, Three of Wands reversed, school's not working out. Well, guess what? That's fine. Don't go back to school, but then you want to work. And in this case, with regard to if you don't have kids or if that's not applicable, I would look at it like, okay, I tried, I did my best, you know, obviously wanted it to work out, going in a new direction now. That's why I read these cards, okay? Okay, what do you think, Orlando? All right, Sagittarius, now we have Scorpio. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, the Emperor. The Ten of Coins reversed. Jesus Christ. The King of Swords, Six of Cups reversed, the Four of Cups reversed. So basically, again, the Emperor, great card. Usually it speaks to security and work. It refers to a place of business that's secure. But the Ten of Coins reversed. The inability to move, but usually it's a financial one or financial losses. The Two of Swords, rock in a hard place. Like what you do, hate where you live, okay? King of Swords, Six of Cups reversed, Four of Cups reversed. Well, the good news about the Four of Cups reversed is you know what you want. And the thing is I don't think it's about not really liking where you are so much as you'd like a big move. You'd like to be out of the area, okay? And you can't leave right now. This is big move. This is not just I want to get out of the house and get my apartment. This is I want to leave the area, okay? And with this Emperor card and the King of Swords, logically, you really can't. A secure job, and you can't just take off and leave right now. Scorpio, I'm gonna throw one more card here for clarity. No, Eight of Cups, you're staying right where you are. It's not the time. Now I will say this. We are facing down, and you've heard me say this so many times, I'm so sorry. We are facing down a recession. Food shortages. We're it's bad. Time shortages, for God's sake. Guys, excuse this, but I do love when people thumb their noses at the establishment. I really do. Like, women hadn't noticed that those boxes of tampons were getting smaller and smaller, less and less, and going up in price exponentially. Now they're saying, oh, we don't have. This is after the diaper shortage and after the baby formula shortage, and now you're going to make it. And you get a feeling women are kind of under attack with the whole. I mean, it's like, dude, really? Our reproduction, everything, our babies, everything. No baby formula, no diapers, no tampons. It's gonna be like animals, I guess, will live in a cave for 5 or 6 days, like they used to do. Unclean. We have to go. We have to get out of here. But anyway, there's all the young men I know. They're using the cup. If you've never heard of a menstrual cup, I'm not gonna. But they're like, okay, fine. You know what? Not enough tampons. Gonna raise the price. And guess what? We won't use your product at all. How's that? A lot of people with diapers, all of a sudden we're rediscovering cloth diapers. And so it's like, hey, guess what? You want to make it hard? It's okay. We'll find a different way. We won't use your product at all. If I did boycotts work, how about just not using it? Look at Netflix. Netflix thought they were cute, raising their prices. And yeah, it's like, guess what? We don't need you, Netflix. People are leaving by the hundreds of thousands. So I love that. I love rather than cry and whine and moan and, oh, it's not fair. Oh, no. You know what? We don't need you. way back when I was a kid, I mean a little kid, I remember this really well. The sugar prices skyrocketed. I mean, I forget what a bag of sugar was, but I remember it was insane. And people said, you know what? We just won't eat sugar anymore. And they didn't. It just sat in the shelves. People just didn't buy it. They stopped using it. And guess what happened? Prices came way back down to what they were. Boycotts work. Never, never, never forget the power of the unspent dollar. Okay? So, yeah. Libra. How are we doing, guys? Everything is still on, right? As I'm ranting here. All right, Libra. 9 of Swords, anxiety. 8 of Coins reversed, not feeling motivated by your work. 4 of Swords, okay, break, relax, vacation. Queen of Wands, 9 of Coins reversed, and the Lovers. Well, this is pretty easy to read. This is going through a lot with work. Work is really stressful. Work is really hard. And you know what you do when things are really bad? You take some time off and you spend some time with people you care about. I'm looking at the Lovers. I'm looking at the Queen of Wands. This is someone who's friendly, who does their job, who likes, not being lazy. There's a difference between not wanting to work at all and saying, I need a break or I'm gonna die here. Okay? There's a big difference in knowing when it's time to like back away and say I gotta recharge. All right, and that's what I'm seeing here with Libra. I'm seeing Libra saying the stress is unbelievable, the work is unrelenting, it doesn't look like it's fun, it doesn't look like it's, so it's, you know, I'm gonna take a vacation, I'm gonna take a break and take expensive vacations. I just was talking to someone today who they come from a country, you know, Americans, they were like gonna go home for a week, and they said, no, you know what, air travel is terrible. And no, we're on Libra. It's Libra Alley. Air travel is ridiculous. People are getting sick. Rather than go, they decide to stay home for 4 or 5 days. Stay home, relax, enjoy their home. You know, eat out a couple nights and just recharge together. They were happily married, and that was a nice thing to do, right? Here in New England, if you want to go north this time of the year, great time to go north. It's not leaf season, it's not snow season, but this is a great time to get a place in Maine on the water. This is a great time to go and explore. And Maine, 4 hours away from Connecticut. So it's a great time to take those kind of trips. No worries, Dana. All right? So Libra, I'm going to say you can fix this. This is pretty easy to fix. This is an easy fix. It's take a minute, take some time off. All right? All right, Virgo. Virgo, you guys have been so unhappy in your relationships. I have been hearing nothing but sad stories. Anyway. All right, Virgo. Well, in this case, I'm looking at the 4 of Coins reverse, and that is asking the question, how else can I make money? Okay, that's what the 4 of Coins reversed is have an idea, okay? How else can I make money? 7 of Cups reversed, you know what you want. The World reversed, big change, big change. Knight of Wands reversed, King of Cups reversed, Queen of Coins. Well, it's funny because, okay, I talked about relationships in Virgo. I had a lot of Virgo women who are hardworking. Virgos work. You know, they're earth signs, right? They work. And they're dealing with men who don't match their energy. All right. I say that I've got a lot of men that I meet too. It's just, I would say it's, you know, whatever. I'm just looking at this like, this is men who aren't matching the energy. The level of intensity of a Virgo. This is Knight of Wands reversed, King of Cups reversed. Unfortunately, men who don't want to work with a Virgo, especially, I don't know what it was. I often get cultures that come in groups. So I've got a group of Georgians that I read. I've got a lot of Polish people I read. I've got a lot of Brazilians I read. And so culturally, you know, things change. It is weird to have Polish women with Polish men who don't want to work, but that is the case of this. I had quite a few coming in, very frustrated, that their men weren't working. And it was, and I say men, it could be a brother, it could be a father, they're trying to help out. But this is, and I'm looking at the King of Cups reverse is usually a man depressed, sometimes an alcoholic. The Knight of Wands reverse is not moving forward, not having energy. I'm looking at the female, Queen of Wands. I'm looking at this whole idea of got ideas, I want to do things. And it's like, you're meeting with dead air. All right, I'm going to throw another card for Virgo. King of Wands reversed. It's one of those things, Virgo, if you want to do it, you're going to have to initiate it and you have to get it going yourself. It's not going to happen unless you initiate it. So if it's something that requires paperwork, you need to make the paperwork happen. I even had a few where they were getting divorced. They were separated. They were living in separate homes. Paperwork hadn't been done. And then she's like, well, he says he's going to do it. I'm like, that's just a dumb hill to die on. Okay, he's not. Fine. And if you really want this thing so you can move forward, it's going to be up to you to go and fill out the paperwork, right? And how many times have I told you guys, you don't got to hire a lawyer to get divorced, right? You can go to your superior court, go online, do it yourself divorce, $350 on average to get divorced. You can agree on the property. If you can agree on how things are going to be divided up, that's how you can do it. Don't let not being able to get a lawyer hold you to a situation, okay? All right. And to be fair to the men, Virgo energy is very hard energy to match, okay? Very hard. They are the workaholic ants of the zodiac. So trying to match energy with Virgo, that can be asking a lot of any human, okay? Somehow no one ever explained to them the idea you could quit. You can actually sit on the couch and watch a show and just relax. You can relax. You're God. All right, we have Leo. Okay, we're in Leo season. 7 of Swords reversed. Interesting. Queen of Cups. Justice. 7 of Coins reversed. 3 of Cups reversed. 4 of Wands. This is Leo, and I'll tell you what, Leo women, and men, and Scorpio women and men get more hate than any signs in the zodiac. Different reasons, but jealousy, wow. And very few Leo, Scorpio, and some Aries women usually have very few female friends. They tend more to have male friends. It's a masculine energy anyway, but they don't like this. The 7 of Swords is gossip, is small talk, is all that bullshit. All right, backstabbing, it's reversed. And this is Leo ignoring it. Leo's ignoring it, and Justice, Queen of Cups, just whatever, say what you want to say. 7 of Coins reversed. Leo's got their money on their mind and their mind on their money. Success, they had no time for the haters. 3 of Cups reversed. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is successful in a group setting, okay? The 4 of Wands is that, like, the whole team is successful. You're part of a winning team. What happens when you're on the winning team? The losing teams hate you. They hate on you. And it's reversed, so you're ignoring them anyway. You want to keep bitching? I'll record you and I'll send it to HR. How's that? How's that, bitches? How about I do that for you? Let me tell you something. I have a tape on my phone right now that my daughter sent me, and one of her friend's stepfathers was saying some horrible things to this girl who's 19 years old, whose father just died less than a year ago. And she was doing CPR. I mean, I've got the tape on my phone. I'm like, say the word. I'll put it right on Facebook. I don't give a shit. I'll put them on blast. I don't care. The whole world should hear what he said to that kid. Should hear what he said to this girl. And my son, my youngest son broke my heart. I'm like, what the hell is going on? You're killing me. One thing, I have 4 kids. I love my kids. There was never a moment I didn't want my kids. And he was telling me one of his friends, their mutual friend, and I guess the parents were fighting over who had to take the kid in the divorce. Can you imagine? And apparently he heard them. They were fighting over who was going to have to take him. Like, just stab me in the heart. I'm like, okay, I want him right now. He can just move in here, okay? I'm not having that. Just not having it. Just kills me. I know too many people that wanted children don't have children. I know too many people who, wow, really wanted kids, had one, couldn't have any more. I just can't stand it. So this is Leo succeeding. This is Leo, knows what they want, 7 of coins, they know how to make money, they know they know, Leo always knows. Leo signing contracts and letting people stew in this shit because they're jealous bitches. Okay, there you go, Leo. You go. I know, Vanessa, you have no idea. I was dying with these two things. Daisy sends me this video. I'm looking at this video like, are you fucking kidding me, Daisy? Are you kidding me? This is how he speaks to her in the middle of the kitchen, in the middle of the day. She's like, yeah. Yep, I wish you were dead. Why don't you get hit by a truck? And I'm not joking, that's funny, haha. No. There's a backstory. She's like, you're not taping you. He's like, I don't care, go drop dead. And then some more. Dude. And the other one, I just was like, oh my God. I don't know, guys. Scary world. All right, Leo, I'm going backwards. Cancer. Okay. I know, honey. All right. I just want to tell you these are not poor folk. Okay, these are people who live like in really nice homes, Orange and Westport. All right, these are yeah. Not that I, these are people who well, they would be ashamed to have it made public. Let's put it that way. They would look really bad, as they should. So, Cancer should start off with the Empress, the mother card. That makes perfect sense to me. Empress. 2 of coins reversed. I love that. 6 of coins. Love that. Knight of Swords. High Priestess reversed. 10 of Swords. Shit. Now, normally I'm telling people when I see the High Priestess reversed, that means to use common sense and logic, not intuition. I'm going to take that back here because it's laying next to the 10 of Swords. You need to absolutely use your intuition, Cancer. Absolutely. It could be detrimental to try and logic this situation, okay? What am I seeing here? I'm seeing the Empress, which is the mother card. It's also women in business. It's also female empowerment. 2 of coins reversed. That's the end of money juggling. That's usually money is stable. And the 6 of coins, which is 2 things. Interesting. It's a coin card. It's money, right? 6 of coins is bonus money. Weirdly enough, with the 6 of coins, it also can be an unexpected pregnancy. All right? If you look at the 6 of coins in almost any deck, you're going to see a baby in there. I'll show you on this card. See a baby? All right, baby here. All right, baby. It's considered a boon, a favor. Well, when you look at abundance or when you look at fertility, and those words are interchangeable, yeah, they can mean some of the, I'm going to backtrack here. Some of the gods and goddesses and the energies that were attracted into the home in ancient times were fertility. And it was not just the fertility of the man or woman of the house, it was the fertility of the fields and the crops and the animals. And so everything would be having sex and making babies, and plants would be producing. And so they looked at it as a whole spectrum, which is what this 6 of coins card is. A great card. But then we move into this Knight of Swords, which is, it can be illness. It can be ignoring your instincts. And I'm looking at the 10 of Swords. So let me put it this way, all right? If you think you're pregnant, all right, or stop doing whatever you're doing, it's bad, all right? If there's anything you're doing harmful, stop it. All right. If you think you're pregnant, assume you are. Don't try to logic your way out of this. Okay. If it's because the Knight of Swords can be bringing in problems and sicknesses. That's the issue. So here's everything's going good, and you ignore something to your detriment, Cancer. All right? Tell my kids this all the time. You've got to listen to that voice. And people say to me, what does it mean? You're putting on your makeup, you're getting ready for work, and a song pops in your head, and you're hearing the song is an obscure song, stuck in your head, you go turn the radio on, and bam, first song that comes on. You think of somebody out of the blue, you haven't seen them in 6 years. All of a sudden, they're in your mind. Oh my God. And then the phone rings, and what do you know? It's that person, right? People are like, well, what does that mean? I said, what it means is listen to your intuition. We get these little, it's that simple and that hard because we want to logic ourselves out of it. When we meet somebody, right? And let's just say your friends want to set you up with somebody. And you're like, no, I don't do blind dates. And they're like, no. We've known Doug forever, and he, he's perfect for you. You guys are so much alike. And we showed him your picture, and he's totally interested, and he wants to meet you here, and he's coming in. You just meet him and see, and you're like, okay, all right, I'll meet him. And they're all beaming with joy as he walks in. Oh my God, it's Doug! And you would gnaw off an arm to get away from Doug if he was in a bear trap, okay? You feel it, it's visceral. And you say to yourself, how could I not like somebody I just met? I don't even know this guy. What a ridiculous thing. No, it's not ridiculous. It is every fiber in your body telling you this is not the one for you. All right? And these little blips that happen, these little psychic flashes, they're saying, okay, now when you get that sense that you shouldn't get on that plane, when you get that sense that you shouldn't get in that car, or you shouldn't go up to that apartment afterwards for a drink, listen to that voice, because see how the voice is right? So for Cancer, and I'm going to tell you, I tell my kids all the time, if someone's been drinking, if you think of it, don't get in the car. Don't get on. It's the drunk person never dies. It's the guy in the passenger seat. This is what I'm saying. I don't want to scare you, Cancers. I'm going to throw one more card, King of Coins. I really think this has more to do with money and loss of money, or potential for loss of money that belongs to you, Cancer. So I'm going to say here again, if someone's asking to borrow money and you get that voice in your head going, I think they're gonna, don't lend it. And don't lend money you can't afford to give. That's just a good thing anyway. But this is don't invest money. This is your money. All right. I don't want to beat that to death, but listen to all of us, I really think. All right. All right. Guys, you want to talk about kids? I mean, you wouldn't believe the stuff I hear in my reading room. There are days I keep it together, and then they leave, and I go in the bathroom and I cry for a while. I really, it breaks your heart. And you really do wonder, the hell did you have kids for? Stories you hear. But anyway. All right, Gemini. Page of Cups. Strength. The Star. The Hangman. The Ace of Swords reversed. The Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. Well, Gemini, this is kind of easy to read. This is a situation that requires a lot of patience. The Hangman. I almost want to think it involves a young person, a kid. And it's so funny to what I just said. It's one of those situations where you're disappointed, Nine of Cups reversed, you're disappointed, but you say nothing. Now, remember what I said earlier about the fact that you can't save people, they've got to learn their hard lessons? They do. But you also do not rub salt in the wound. All right, when someone learns their hard lesson, that's not not okay to say, told you so. Yeah, I didn't I say, yeah, no. Shut your mouth. They already feel bad, all right? And this is a situation where it's a good kid. I like the card, strength card, the nine of the, I love the star, the two best cards in the deck, the hangman. If somebody wants to wait for something to happen, if somebody, I just want to say, you may be disappointed in their decision. You may not agree with the decision. Don't say anything. All right. Ace of Swords. Just stop talking. All right. Nine of Cups reversed. Don't. It's not your lesson to learn. Now, what else could this be? It could be somebody who's staying in a job that maybe they should leave, but they're like, no, I think if I stay, I'll get that promotion. They have hope. They believe it could happen. Staying in a relationship, especially a young person, where you're like, wish you weren't with that person. But they don't see it as wasting time. So you don't see. It's not for you to see it as wasted time. All right. This is lovely, pure energy. Okay. Page of Cups. It's loving. It's sweet. It's innocent. It's kind. And it's saying, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna believe in this person. And even if you feel let down, is that what you were hoping for? You know what? Maybe I'll sit here. I'll wait with you. Okay, baby, I'll wait with you. All right. Sometimes you got, if your kid has a dream and they want to do something, and you're like, oh God, that's such a, and you want to say, what a waste of time and money, or what a waste of your talent. What are you doing, right? Yeah, I just did Sag. I'm sorry, a while ago actually. We're going backwards, Dana. No, we're way past Sag. We're looking at a Gemini here. You gotta let them try it anyway. You gotta let them try it and let them figure it out. I always say more kids should probably, so don't worry about it, Dana. More kids should have that gap year. They should work and do something in that gap year. Don't get me wrong, but taking a gap year between high school and college to figure it out a little bit isn't a bad thing, and they do that in Europe, but we're not quite on board here with it as much as they are there. Come on, Orlando. Want to come here? Come here. Come on. Orlando, come on. Come on. All right, Taurus. Hello. Taurus. 6 of Wands. 2 of Cups. Page of Coins. Ace of Coins reversed. 10 of Cups. Fool reversed. All right, so Taurus, who loves investments, that's the sign that rules the second house of finances and investments. Making money, making money. 6 of Wands, advancement, moving forward. Love that card. It's often promotion, great card. 2 of Cups, friendship growing into romance, romance into friendship. Page of Coins, again, I'm seeing money and news of money, more money. And then we see Ace of Coins reversed, 10 of Cups, Fool reversed. How do I read that? Well, the 10 of Cups is happiness within the home. The Ace of Coins reversed and the Fool reversed. So here's the thing. Too often, when the money starts, when you're young, I'm looking at a young romance, I'm looking at a fairly youngish situation here. When you get that first big promotion, the urge is to spend it, buy a house based on what you make versus downsizing. You should probably drop that by like $100,000 so you can always afford your mortgage. Not max it out there. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm saying you don't, with this Ace of Coins reversed, which is financial, bad finance, and the Fool reverse, which is saying scale back, stop. I know you're all gung ho, but wait, I'm seeing money coming in, and it's like, oh, let's buy a house. Oh, let's add on. Oh, let's and no, wait up. Let's accrue some money. Let's get some investments going on here. Page of Coins wants to see that money accrue a little bit. All right. That's all it's saying is put the brakes on. Put the brakes on with the spending, okay? You know, take a nice weekend away or something, but put money in the bank now you got money going. I love this. I love the Two of Cups. I love these cards. Everything but that Ace of Coins is, and that's all that means. I swear to God, everything is good. Just don't spend it as fast as you make it, okay? And if you're investing in a house, buy less, not more. And they'll try to push you. Real like, oh no, you'll be making more money, so it'll be tight, but then you'll make more money. Well, duh, not when there's a recession about to hit. People are losing their jobs all over the place. So no, bad advice. Buy less than you can afford. Always buy under. Okay? Making that good money, you can add something on. But that's Laura's advice. So I briefed, realtors make their money, and I love realtors. My mom was a realtor. I know lots of realtors. I love them, but they make their money based on commission. So the more they sell, the bigger their money is. And I'm telling you, don't do that. Okay? And last but not least, we have Aries. Okay? Aries. Page of Swords reversed. Eight of Wands reversed. The Chariot reversed. The Hermit, oh yeah, reversed. Temperance. And the Knight of Coins. So what is this about? It's not the end of the world, okay? Page of Swords reversed is Aries doing what is almost impossible for Aries, and that's shut up. Aries, stop talking, okay? The Eight of Wands reversed. Focus on work. Focus on your career. Focus on what you're going to do. And it does look like with the Chariot reversed, it's not going anywhere. It's either a dead-end job, someone's pulled the rug out from under you. It's not great. The Hermit reverse is, you see it on Facebook all the time, people posting stuff up and all the useless advice. It's useless advice, all right? This is you going deep, Aries. What do you want to do? No one can help you. It's not like this is a group think project, okay? What I love is these last two cards, which is balance and money. Sometimes the realization of that you're getting paid is enough reason to stay, okay? Again, recession, food shortages, all the stuff we talked about. So sometimes that's enough to be a reason to stay. It certainly is a good reason not to go off half-cocked and be, as Aries can do. It really is about pulling back. Just to see, and what did I say recently? I just posted on Facebook. You don't have to be friends with these people. You don't feed them. You don't live with them. You don't fuck them. They're just your coworkers. I'm sorry to be vulgar, but it's true. Some of you guys act like these are your best friends. You don't like them, but your feelings are hurt because they didn't go to lunch with you. Well, do something different. They didn't invite you to a shower. So take that money and spend it on yourself or put it in the bank, This is just, then don't engage with these people, all right? Don't engage with it. Focus on you. Balance and Knight of Coins is not the thought of money. It is money. The thought of money are those page cards. That's the talk of money. This is actual money coming in. Knight of Coins. And that's balance. So, you always feel better about things when you have the paycheck in your hand. It's like that. I'm not suggesting you're going to do what you do forever. I'm going to put one more card here. Three of Coins reversed. No, it's just okay, one more here. Seven of Wands reversed. Not what you went to school for, not what you thought you were going to be doing. Looks like you're in a job that you just kind of landed in. It's a job. All right? It also could be you're not really wanting to go back to school. You don't plan on going back to school. There's no reason to go back to school. Balance and money coming in. Stay as little as possible as people you have to, and focus on you and the things you do love doing. All right? Because this is only going to be a job. All right? All right, guys, so we got through the readings. Is there anything anybody wants to say? Is there anything anybody wants to ask? Is there any questions? Anything at all before we sign off? What time is it now? Oh, it's 11:39. And Dana, don't feel bad because I'm doing the readings and I lose sight. I lose my place where I am, and so don't ever feel bad about that, please. Okay, when I go backwards, it's always more confusing. All right, then I guess we're good. Tomorrow I have a fair going on. I've got Andrea who's solidly booked. I have Sandy, and I have Red Goddess, two excellent readers, tarot readers. So yeah, that's what's going on tomorrow at the shop. And then Sunday, I'm going to be pulling everything out of my two big windows and cleaning. And then Monday, I'm having film put on them. It's like $1,100, a real expensive proposition, but it's a southern exposure, two huge picture windows, and it is like a sauna. The sun comes through there like through a magnifying glass. It's crazy. It melts things in the window. So doing that after 5 years, doing that. And if you decide to do film on your windows, please get high quality film. In my case, I'm having it professionally put in, but if you get cheap film, you can actually crack your glass because it traps the heat. That does not pass through correctly, the cheaper films, and you will crack. And in my case, I've got huge 10-foot, windows. So that'd be a very expensive proposition to have it crack. So don't want that. I'm glad that was good for Aries. Wonderful. All right. Still can't think what I want to talk to you guys. It was something I was gonna say, but it's out of my. Okay. You're welcome, Greta. Everyone, get some rest. It's gonna be a busy time. Hope it was a good reading. Hope it was a good time. Thank you all for being here, and I will talk to you soon. Okay. Behave yourselves. Bye. Bye. I can't see what I'm doing. I can't see with my glasses on. All right. Good night.